Welcome back, everyone. Today is the big day to transplant these plants. So I'm going to transplant most of them. Got to figure out where I'm going to be placing them. But if you remember my last video that I talked with you about hardening off plants, well, these are the plants and they are ready to be transplanted. I will be planting some red cabbage and white cabbage, but I also have kohlrabi, cilantro, there's some thyme, Swiss chard, so some other things as well. But what I'm going to be showing you is the actual cabbage. And I have an area over here where I already have cabbage. As you can see, there are some bites in this leaves. And I believe the action is happening at nighttime because in the daytime, I don't see it. And so what I have not done is my normal treatment of neem oil, which is an organic oil that I have used. And that's really helped to just deter some of the pests. I'm assuming that it's probably a slug or it could be a roly-poly because I know there was a lot of roly-polies in my beds. But no matter what it is, something is munching on this. So I will pay closer attention to that. I'm okay with some of the leaves being bitten, but not all of them. So in this bed is where I'm adding the white cabbage and the red cabbage to here. But I also do have, like I mentioned, the cilantro, Swiss chard, and some other things. I won't be all putting them all in this bed. So I'm going to set out my marks. I have 6 of them. And actually, I'm going to move some of this mulch I had on top. I actually mulched my garden beds. I mulched them in the fall. I'm just going to scoop some of that away, and I can always bring it back. But I mulched it with some leaf mulch, and then a lot of leaf mulch, actually. So I'm going to bring some of that back. And then I have wood chips as well in this bed. So I'm going to go ahead and just clear up just a few of those areas. You just get an idea where I'm going to be putting it at. Let's see, so that's 1, 2. I mentioned I'm going to have 6. Another here. And I'll dig these out a little bit deeper. I just want to kind of mark it for right now. 1 right here. You can see the spacing, just an estimate spacing. Take this mulch away. The other one right here. All right, so that's allows for 6. Let me open these up. A bit more space, deeper in. You could always use something like this to scoop in. There's a lot of compost in here. This is a little bit more compacted than I anticipated, but I put a lot of compost in it in the fall. Okay, should be good. The next thing that I'm going to add is some worm castings. So I'm just going to grab maybe like a half a handful of worm castings. Worm castings is really good to help with soil building, some beneficial bacteria, mycorrhizae. As a gardener, I'm still learning a lot. There's still a lot that I'm learning. There's still a lot of terminology that I'm learning. So I'm actually now going to add some fertilizer as well as you're beginning to add your transplants into your garden. And then now I'm going to add the plants. All right, let me make this a little bit deeper. There we go. I mean, this is it with transplanting. That's all you pretty much have to do. Add another one. I've been waiting and excited to do this and really wanted to show you guys my plants and how I was transplanting. I have quite a bit of, beginner gardeners that are starting to do this, and I just want to make sure that this video came out to you in a good time, right in the beginning of the early spring when many people are starting to plant right now, particularly if you're in a zone like I'm in zone 6, but the zones that have longer winters typically are starting to do this now. And after this, I will need to definitely add some water because these need to be watered. And I could even have put some water in there, you know, just to kind of moisture it up first a little bit. You can do that as well. My soil is not dry, but I know that the actual transplants, they need some moisture. It's really time for them to be transplanted. I can tell they're really outgrowing this little space here for them. Hope they don't get eaten up tonight. The life of a gardener, having to deal with insects that love to eat them. They love to eat your plants. Ah, look, I forgot to thin this one out. Oh, these are nice. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. I'm going to keep the one that has like a purple color to it. You know, I'm not going to rip it apart because those are pretty much entwined. But if you can take a look at that, I got to think, which one am I going to clip? Look at that purple. What a pretty color. Let's see, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth one that's growing out. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and keep the white one. I'm trying to see if I can actually just cut this with my fingernail to thin it out. Oh, it's really tough. Woo! I'm going to have to get some scissors. Listen, just pull it out right there. I might be able to do something with that. And there you go. That's it. And then look, I have this extra one. You know what? I'm just going to make a home for it. Well, the sun's about to set, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video and just show you pictures of the final product. I hope that you really enjoyed this video and that you will go ahead and transplant your old seedlings that hopefully you started indoors. If not, you can do the same thing with just buying your seedlings from a store or from a garden center and then transplanting it into your garden or pots, containers, whatever it is that you are gardening in this season. But remember to grow leafy, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.